What's going on, guys? My name is Nick Rose. So last night were the BET HipHop Awards, and I want to do a little bit of a wrap up and discussion about the award show. I'm not really going to do any editing for this video. I just want to do a little bit of talking. The only thing I am going to edit is the slow parts and awkward silences. So let's get right into it. They started off with Cardi B winning the Hustler of the Year. After that, we get a cypher from Zoe Dollars, Ski Mask, Denzel Curry, some other guy, I don't remember who it was. I apologize if you're big fans of him. And then DJ Premier, actually through all the cyphers, DJ Premier was the DJ. The cypher was alright, basic, nothing too crazy. I did like Ski Mask the Slump God's verse a lot, but nothing crazy. After that, we get a performance from Migos. They're doing Scotty Too Hottie. I thought it was kind of lame, to be honest with you. There was nothing special about it. Nothing that excited me. No crazy good performance. The stage antics, like the theatrics of it, was pretty good. But that's kind of it. They were very dull. The audience wasn't too crazy. So I just thought it was the wrong choice of song. I think they should have started because DJ Khaled segued into their performance. And he did a thing where he said, everybody knows the words in the audience. And DJ Khaled said raindrop. And then everybody else said drop top. And that's how they should have brought it into Bad and Bougie, in my opinion. But whatever. Then we get a second cypher, which was Belly, Sci-Hi to Prince, Fat Joe, and again, DJ Premier doing the DJing. Again, nothing too crazy. It was good. Everybody was good, but it wasn't, nothing really wowed me. After that, we get the Best Collab, Duo, Group Award. DJ Khaled, Rihanna, Bryson Tiller win for Wild Thoughts. I don't really agree with that one. I mean, it even beat out Bad and Bougie, and Bad and Bougie was the biggest song this year. It was somewhere along the lines of Bodak Yellow as far as how large and successful the songs were. So I don't really see why Wild Thoughts should have won. And I know that there's a lot of politics behind the scenes. DJ Khaled did host the show. He's a very important figure in hip-hop. He's a very powerful figure in hip-hop. So I'm sure that has something to do with it, because I just don't see how Wild Thoughts won over Bad and Bougie. Anyways, let's move on. Next up, Playboi Carti performed Woke Up Like This / Magnolia, and I was pleasantly surprised, to be honest with you. I've really been messing with Playboi Carti lately, but I'm not a huge fan. I haven't necessarily loved any of his songs or loved any of his music. I do like some of it, but it hasn't really wowed me. But I gotta say, just his performance, the way he sounded on the microphone live was really good, and I was pleasantly surprised about it. So for the third cypher, we had Kaz, Cody Shane. I don't know her, but she did sound really dope, and she had good bars. Ali Dominique, and then JID. Thank you, BET, for listening to me. JID, for those of you who have not seen my video, he is J. Cole's rapper signed to Dreamville. I literally just made a video about how much he's been slept on lately and how good he really is, and they put him in the cypher, and he sounded great. He really did wow me with his lyrics, his bars, the way he sounded. It was just really, really satisfying, considering that the other cypher performers prior to him were kind of dull. Next, we get Best New Artist, and of course, it's Cardi B. What else did you guys expect? Now, I don't necessarily disagree with that at all, because she just blew up, but I do think that her discography is one song. And before you guys chew me out, I know that she's released a bunch of songs in the past year or two, but nothing that's even nearly as successful as Bodak Yellow. That's really her only successful song to date. And I think that Best New Artist should be someone who's been working at this for a year or two, someone who has consistently put out music, like maybe Ski Mask the Slump God, for instance. And I know that there's artists who would have won over Ski Mask and could have. I don't remember the other nominees. I should have written them down, but I knew it was coming. I just don't think it should have happened because she only has one big song. Not only that, to boot, she didn't really give any moving speeches. Not that she had to, but I would have expected a little more from her speeches. This was her second award in a row. But let's move on. Right after that, it cuts to Gucci Mane doing a performance at Club Live in Miami. Then it goes to a commercial break, and it cuts to another video clip. This time, it was the Hurricane Harvey / Houston, Texas tribute. It gave a lot of on-screen statistics as to how many people are starving and injuries and people without power, food, water, whatever. Which I thought was really cool that they did that because it showed what's really going on there. A lot of people have become desensitized and don't realize that it's still really bad out in Houston. And it did a good job to raise awareness. So, good job to you, BET. Well done, well played. Then we get the album of the year, and of course, it was Damn, Kendrick Lamar's album that he released this year. When they announced the nominees and I saw that 444 by Jay-Z was against it, I was kind of tossed up because I didn't necessarily expect Kendrick to automatically win when he was going against 444. Now, I know that Damn had a lot more commercial success than 444 did, but they were both amazing albums and on par with one another. But in the end, Kendrick took it, deservedly so. He wasn't actually at the awards, so they had to have someone accept the award on his behalf. But either way, it was cool. I like to see Kendrick getting the clout he deserves. And after that, it cuts to Eminem's freestyle. And by now, you have all heard about Eminem's freestyle. It was M versus Trump the entire time. So, I want to start off by saying that I am a huge fan of Eminem. He is really the reason why I got into hip-hop to begin with. I think that he gave a powerful message. He gave us powerful lyrics. But it wasn't really the time or place. This is an award show. This is a celebration. This is a time for happiness and thankfulness. And he killed the mood. He really killed the mood. Not only that, but his message was kind of to divide and not unite. He basically said, this is my side of the argument, and if you don't agree, F you. Which is kind of him being hypocritical because he's doing exactly what Trump is doing as far as M is concerned. So I don't really understand his thinking behind it. Maybe it was just for publicity. We know he's working on an album. We know he needs attention right now. So maybe that's what it was for. I know he did the same type of thing with George Bush. So it's not that he hasn't done this before, but I just don't think it was in good taste. I liked his message. I liked what he had to say, but there was a better time and place for it. And again, telling half your fan base to go F themselves because they don't like your argument and you don't like theirs? Come on, man. Grow up. Anyways, then it cuts to Yo Gotti. He does Rake It Up. Yes, we all know and love that song. And we get our fourth cypher, which was Little Sims, who's a British grime artist from London. I never heard her before, but she was actually pretty good. After her, we get Axel Leon. We get, I'm going to butcher his name, Missoni. My son? My son? I don't know. I butchered that. Then we get T Grizzly, who is a really dope artist. I liked his freestyle, his cypher. He sounded good. After that, it cuts to Black, a.k.a. Six Lack. That's not really how you say his name, but I've heard people say it, and I think it's ridiculous because it's obviously Black. But I've been a huge fan of him this year. He's gained a lot of clout over the past couple of months, which is great because he's going to be good. He's going to be a superstar. And like all the other cyphers, DJ Premier was on the turntables. After that, we get a Bodak Yellow performance from Cardi B as you would expect, because what would the 2017 BET HipHop Awards be without a performance of Bodak Yellow? Then it does a quick cut over to DJ Khaled. He's in Miami feeding homeless people, helping out over there, shows a couple of other artists and people in a certain position. And after that, we get the Uncle Luke tribute. I actually really loved to see the love and respect shown to one of the OGs in the culture and the rap game. They talked about his early career, early controversies, him being pretty much the pioneer of the parental advisory sticker, because he went through court battles and stuff due to his obscene lyrics. And we really have to give him credit for being the guy that allows artists who we listen to and follow to say whatever the hell they want, to say how they feel, what they feel like. And that may even cross over in this day and age to platforms like YouTube, because the world may still have been censored. We may have never gotten another Uncle Luke. But it didn't just show that. It did show his philanthropy, the way that he's helped out kids in these neighborhoods, and the foundations that he's created, and the fact that he not only was an artist, but was very, very business savvy. Following the little clip about Uncle Luke, DJ Khaled presented the I Am Hip Hop Award, which is basically an honorary award, a Lifetime Achievement Award that they do in the BET Awards. And obviously, he presented it to Uncle Luke, aka Luther Campbell. And he really gave a powerful speech on community importance and to never really give up on your dreams, because you can do whatever you want whenever you want to do it, as long as you put your mind to it, which is true. Because imagine no one ever took a risk or ever really tried to see through to their dreams because it was unlikely and everyone said it was unrealistic. I wouldn't be here today YouTubing like I am if I listened to the people around me who were saying that. After Uncle Luke is done, it does follow up to a performance by him, which eventually features Rick Ross and Flo Rida, and the show closes out. All in all, I found it to be a little bit underwhelming. There wasn't really enough awards. Now, I do want to throw out a disclaimer. This is my first year watching the BET Hip Hop Awards, and I'm sure that they only do 3 or 4 awards every year. But I do think that all the time that they put into it, the money, whatever, they could have added another award or two, maybe a different topic, maybe R&B, or I don't know. They could think of it. The Grammys have 1,000,001 different awards. The Grammys actually have more awards for just hip-hop than the Hip Hop Awards did. Same thing with the VMAs. So I don't know why they kept it so limited. They could have thought of something else. That was a little bit disappointing. Most of the performances were a little underwhelming. The ciphers were really good and were definitely a highlight of the show. But as far as the individual artists in the cipher, I only saw a handful of standout performances out of the 10 to 15 artists that they brought in to do the cipher. On a lighter note, Cardi B doing Bodak Yellow was the highlight of the show. As I said before, she sounded great. She always sounds and looks great. She brought in the energy that you would expect her to bring. Watching her live streams and her shows and listening to her songs, you want that kind of energy from Cardi, and she brought it. Of course, it came with a lot of charisma too, which is awesome. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Like I said, I'm not going to do a lot of editing for this. I'm not going to have any pictures or video clips or anything today. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the awards, get it up tonight. This way you guys can see it tonight, not a week from now. So let me know what you think down in the comments and your opinions on the show. Peace.